Halvar enjoys his new house, eating man flesh and wearing the skins of his enemies while his wounds heal. Sadly, his time living the barbarian dream comes to an end when he is roused from his slumber with a dagger at his throat and dark figures moving around the cabin. Halvar defends his domain from the intruders who turn out to be werewolves. The battle is fierce and Halvar takes many wounds but manages to slay all but one intruder who flees. Halvar gives chase and runs into a newly arrived werewolf. Determined to maintain his position as apex predator, Halvar attacks, but his wounds are too great and he is brought low. He awakens sometime later to find his silvered weapons stolen, so he decides to slink away in shame. He heads to Wodheim, hoping to rest in the safety of civilization. But when he reaches the city, he finds he is barred from entry. Halvar spends some time living outside the walls as a vagrant begging for scraps of food. But the guards get fed up of having him outside, beat him up and steal his stuff. Again, Halvar knows the bitter taste of defeat, leaving him no choice but to move far away from the city and dig a pity pit, where he can hide himself and his shame. During his time in the pit, he reflects on all those who harmed and betrayed him, and swears vengeance on them all. During this time of downward spiraling sanity, he is attacked by goblins, and Halvar discovers he can take the form of a jackal, which does not help his mental state. Will Halvar emerge stronger from the shame pit? Will he get his revenge on everyone? Will he see the world burn? Let's find out now on Dicing with Death.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dicing with Death. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing pretty good. Yeah.
Feeling cozy in your pity pit over there?
I am feeling very cozy in my pity pit. Layla and Chris, you do an amazing job. Good job, everybody, you guys. It's always fantastic. What's up, Ryan?
Not much. It's been a couple weeks since we've done some Dicing with Death. Thank you, Corbusan. These are indeed nice curtains. As is customary, I change locations every 3 weeks or so. As I don't know. That's how I roll.
Nice.
Of an erratic life. This is actually just one room over from last time.
See, it actually looks like the same room because it looks like there's a TV behind you. That's the same TV that was in the other room.
The TV moved with me.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we just switched office and bedroom because, I don't know, mix things up.
Wait, so you switched your entire office and your entire bedroom?
Yes.
Oh, that must have been an exciting project.
Yeah, I was pretty daunted, but Aaron was like, we got this. I was like, yeah. Smile and nod. Pick up the heavy things. Didn't actually take that long. A couple hours. Fun weekend activity, I suppose.
Yeah. Sounds like a great activity. Spend your weekend
a lot easier than taking up all of your belongings that you need to survive for a week and piling them into a van and moving 1,000 miles.
Yeah. But I'm going to do that anyway. And it'll be fun. I hope. It'll probably be miserable too. So.
But it'll build character.
Oh, I've got so much character now. My wife has got even more. By the end of this trip, we're going to double our character.
How many experience points does that take?
1 for every mile you drive. So a little over 2,000 XP round trip. And then you get a multiplier for every day that you spend baking in the sun. So 2,000 times 7, 14,000 XP. That'll I'm level 5. Hold on, now I actually have to figure this out. If I'm level 5 and I'm getting 14,000 experience, and I'm clearly a single class human fighter, what the hell?
Neal
Level
is
am I?
not moving. He's going to stay in a tent in the desert for a week.
If I'm level 5 right now, then I'm at 16k. I need 32k, but with 14, it only gets me to 30.
You really think you're a single class fighter?
I mean, am I a 0th level NPC?
Oh,
What
maybe
else?
that.
What else would it be?
I don't know. Didn't you
A
find your
rogue?
own religion or something?
Am I a cleric?
I'm not sure. Can you see if you can conjure some good berries?
I can't. Maybe I'm a bard. I can like
Can't
conjure.
sing.
I can't sing or play an instrument, but I can play. I can hit the play button
Oh,
and create music.
That's some wizardry right there.
Yeah. Although I
Audible
think
glamour. I don't know. Tell us in chat or in the comments section below. How's my YouTubing?
I can't sing, but I can dance and I can tell stories. So maybe a bard. I don't know. You might also be a bard. Weren't you in jazz band in high school?
Yeah. Maybe bard.
Could be bard. God, are we both bards? That's really.
I'm pretty sure I'm a wizard. Maybe this is why you don't like
Bard.
bards in game because
Because I hate myself.
because
It's a possibility.
all right. Oh, sorry about that. Punching the microphone.
Bathrobe days. All right, shall we get this party started? Where is Halvar? It's nowhere good, that's for certain.
Halvar is in a pity pit in the hills. Let's see.
Chris, pity pit.
I really like that. Did they make that up?
And I think they made it
It's a
up.
thing that is, yeah.
I didn't hear it anywhere else. It's just, it hits me right here. You know, I feel the pain of Halvar in his pity pit.
Mm-hmm. Alas. Yeah, so you've dug a hole somewhere in the hills
Mm-hmm.
and have camped out for weeks, it seems. You've lost track of time. All of your earthly possessions are scattered to the wind, and you huddle beneath your jackal hide for warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Your dreams are haunted with terrifying visions, tinged in yellow shade. In fact, you have, some might say, become the jackal. Jackals howl. I think they yip.
Yip, 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 yip. I don't know if I've got a good yipping noise yet. I'll have to practice.
And I think you have entered a persistent frenzy, right? You have let the anger overcome you.
Mm-hmm.
Thirst for vengeance.
These
is there
people, they've ruined me. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna ask you to what you call it, exposit, monologue. I don't know. Is there any preparations Halvar would like to make, or would you like to get us inside your head?
He checks his character sheet and sees that he's erased all of his weapons except for a bite. Did I lose all of my weapons?
I think so.
God, that really is a pity pit.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I have a potion of werebear.
Do you still have that one?
I still have, yeah. I think it was all of my gear was taken, but not the stuff in my pack. I think this battle axe on this character sheet is a mistake then. Because I still have one battle axe in my equipment list. I don't know where my eraser is, though. Well, I guess I just know it's not there. So, you know what I need to do? I think I'm wounded and weak, right? I'm at low HP.
I think so. I mean, you had enough. If
no,
you
I'm a
have
full.
rested, you can rest. Yeah.
No, I think I rested to full outside of Wodheim before they came and fucked me up and stole my shit.
No, it was you were like 1 HP when you crawled up to Wodheim.
Right. No, I crawled off into the hills and found a pit over there that I dug. That's the pity pit. Got it. Okay, I'm at full HP now. These fuckers, Ryan.
The guards take your pack. I don't know if I trust chat, but
no.
They mostly just took your weapons. They got your money, which was that in your pack?
I still have gold and platinum on my character sheet.
I don't think you do.
Oh no.
Right? Remember the guards came out and tried to shoo you away and you wouldn't, so they kicked you unconscious?
Yeah, okay. They stole my money. Stole my gems.
Yeah. Didn't we go over this last time?
Yeah, well, I erased a bunch of stuff last time, and I just figured anything I didn't erase, I still had on me.
Yeah. The werewolves disposed of your silver, and the guards took everything else of value.
Alright. Alright, well, I have my jackal skin and my bite. And that's all I need. Actually, I'll probably need a rock or something so I can dual wield. I guess I could just dual wield with my hands. I could pummel. I don't have a lot of strength though. Pummeling doesn't do a lot of damage. Well, this is the plan. I'm gonna wait. Well, I'm going to approach the river and walk down it until Wodheim comes into view. That's the plan.
All right. So the trail follows along the river. So you will be walking along the road?
I think that only for the part that it was along that side of the river. But then it crosses over, and I'll be on the other side.
Gotcha. Okay. So you can get my dice within reach. And you leave. I think your schedule has gotten irregular in these wee hours in the morning. The road is empty. I think this spot right here is the crossing of the river. So you'll come upon the road for a bit, and then a wooden bridge that crosses the river. And then the path crosses and heads southwest-ish, and the river heads due south.
I will ignore the path and head due south along the western bank of the river. Eastern bank of the river, I swear I know my directions.
Fair enough. Oops. That. And you head south. There are, unless you are actively hunting or tracking game or something that would change this, there are no encounters between here and Wodheim. So you can follow this river, unless you had left at a specific time. I was just saying it was early morning.
That's perfect.
Reach Wodheim by late morning.
Good. I'm going to take a look at how the river enters the city, because the city's bisected by the river, right? So it must flow under the walls or through the walls somehow.
Indeed it does. So you follow this river. You are on the east bank, correct?
Yes.
And through the hills, sparsely wooded hills, you eventually see view of a palisade wall through the treetops. There aren't trees immediately adjacent to the wall, but it's not like the area around it has been totally cleared. It's still amongst the woods. The river leads directly to the city and flows underneath it. You'll have to get up closer if you'd like a better view, but
Let's take a look at my non-weapon proficiencies. Hunting, tumbling, tracking, survival, woodland, and leatherworking. So I don't have swimming. Huge oversight here. Should always take swimming. I am going to head back upriver or out of sight of Wodheim, and I want to look along the forest for a big log. Not too big, preferably a dry one. One that, if I pushed it into the river, would float and that I could cling to and hide under in the dark of night and float myself up to their walls and then hopefully just duck under and up.
All right, so you're looking for a log.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like? You don't have any tools, so you're just looking for a felled log.
A pre-felled tree. Yes, I want it to float.
I
guess
would
some
you like
trees
to roll
could...
something, or should I just make a luck check or something over here?
And I make a con check to find the tree?
No.
Then you should probably roll something.
Ooh. McTacky with a map of Wodheim. But my doodle is so spectacular. We'll see. I'll see if I can work this in. All right, so we're looking to see if you can find a felled log.
Mm-hmm.
A natural one. So you find nothing suitable, and on top of that, I'd like you to roll something to. Did you take any precautions?
Looking for a log? No, I was just looking for a log.
So maybe make a random dex check to see how.
Natural 1.
Perfect. A shout goes up from the wall, perhaps a horn blowing. And you can only assume that you're spotted through the trees.
I will scamper away. Halvar is no coward, but Halvar knows the element of surprise is the most important, and he can't give it away, so scamper, scamper, scamper.
Yeah, roll that dexterity check again. I've tweaked your jackal skin slightly. The main feature of a jackal skin is now that it grants advantage on deception and trickery. And I'll go ahead and consider this sort of hiding and sneaking and whatnot to be deceptive, tricksy little jackal.
Yeah.
So you slink off into the hills.
Reduces damage by 2, grants advantage on deception and trickery. Duly noted.
And then all of the crazy attack stuff is due to it being an Antherian pelt. That is from a magical. That's a jackal were, or there are other such creatures, but.
Are you sure Anthurium isn't a plant? It's a flowering plant?
I think it's a fake word. Merging the a flowering plant is a gymnosperm.
Well, no. It's Anthurium's a subset of flowering plants.
Anthurion, A-N-T-H-E-O.
Oh. Let's see.
I don't think it's a real word.
Okay.
It's aside from in D&D. So you scamper off into the woods and hide yourself.
Yes.
Let's see here. How long do you wish to wait, or how far do you wish to run?
I will scamper up to a quarter mile away, and then scamper into the branches of some tree to look below me in case anyone comes along directly under me. I know I'm in a forest, so I probably won't be able to see too far from the canopy, but I'd like to get some
good
cover.
Distance away. Roll a perception check.
Perception check. Here, where's my 1d20 plus 13? 28.
28. You do spot some movement through the trees. A small hunting party is investigating the area where you were turning logs and things to try and find something suitable.
When you say small hunting party, give me a number.
From your vantage, you can only see 2 humans.
Excellent. Now, I do recall that when I was in my pity pit, I heard some goblins, and I popped out of my pity pit and murdered a bunch of goblins. Yeah, did I do that barehanded? I feel like I had a weapon.
I think you were using your. You transformed into a jackal and were using your bite attack.
And so I didn't have unarmed attacks or like multiple attacks.
I am uploading a map, so I can't roll 20's freezing on me. If you want to scroll up and see what you were rolling, you can do that. I think you might have been raging and punching for like massive damage, just based on your rage.
Yeah,
bonus.
I'm seeing. Let's see, 4d4. That's got to be a punch.
That's a critical bite, I think.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. Then d20s.
If they're like D2s plus 9 or something like that, that's probably using hands.
I've got some d10s plus 3s. That's got to be initiative. Let's see. Those are skill checks. Where are my goblin battles?
It would have been the most recent one.
Yeah. No, I don't see any weapon damage here other than bites. I think you're right. Yeah. I think I was just biting my way through everything. 3 plus modifiers. Yep. Okay. So, for the first time in his life, Halvar is going to try and frenzy quietly. It's going to be more of like a rocking back and forth, pulling up the cloak on my jackal skin. I'm going to get myself in a real, what's his name? Michael Phelps mood, sort of like angry looking and rocking back and forth, listening to my speed metal quietly in the branch while the creatures below
Michael
me.
Phelps listens to when he rages.
I think so. I've just seen some like pretty metal pictures of him looking like a demon sitting on the bench, getting ready to swim, just like angry with a hood up, pissed at the world.
I just don't know what he listens to when he does that.
That's the look of a person who's listening to like angry metal music and is also getting angry at the same time. In my mind, I can't pretend to know what he does.
Swims really fast.
It's broken. He's got too big of lungs and too long of arms. It's a freak of nature. Mutation.
Alrighty, so
I'm just jealous.
You worked yourself into a frenzy, although I don't think you have any wounds.
I have 0 wounds presently.
Yeah, so you won't have any damage bonus. You will get a free attack.
He listens to Eminem and EDM. Not quite the same. Okay, so I'll get the free attack.
Hold on a second. So you're gonna. What is your approach here? You're charging in.
I want to drop out of the trees on top of them and rip them limb from limb.
You're gonna need to make a climbing attempt, and the trees are sparse here. I think. So what is your approach? You're gonna try to like jump from tree to tree to reach them, or?
Oh, are they not close enough to being under me for me to just hop on them?
Close. You said you moved about a quarter mile away.
Right, and then I'm
like 1,000 feet off.
Oh, okay. So I've got a good view on them from a distance. Okay. Oh, that makes it easier to probably frenzy silently.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, what I'm going to do is I am going to try and ninja up to them, like running from cover to cover. And then as I do so, since I won't have made attacks or taken damage, I will be like clawing at myself. Like I will be like digging my nails into my leg or into my face or into my bare shirted chest. And I will do damage to myself repeatedly as I get closer to them. That way I'll keep my frenzy going.
Yes. So this hasn't actually come up yet, has it? But to damage yourself, you will need to make an attack roll against yourself.
Oh, okay.
And you would need to make damage rolls against yourself.
Yep.
Claws may actually be fine. That's probably just a D2, maybe even 1 point of damage. And in fact, only 1 wound will contribute to your bonus damage, so you may just do this once.
Okay. All right.
So 1,000 feet, that'll take you maybe like a couple rounds to clear, unless you're trying to run.
Yards is 360 feet, so it would take me about 3 rounds to close. I do want to run. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to want to increase my speed to ×2 jogging.
Okay. And make a dexterity check to conceal this charge. Actually, maybe I'll just roll like a surprise for them. They are indeed surprised by your ambush. So you don't need to roll a dex check or anything. Make an attack roll against yourself. Probably get 2 in.
1d20 plus 3 for level. Any bonus to hit myself for?
I don't think so. Like it's probably pretty difficult to inflict damage on yourself, right? Your instincts will kick in, and it will be tough to deliver anything but a superficial scratch.
Yeah, especially while running. Okay, 18
is a hit. I think just a D2, and
1 damage.
All right.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, and then the risk here being, well, if you crit yourself accidentally, or if you're using an actual weapon, like if you're using a knife, like you can do more damage than you intend. You can also chicken out, miss, and fail to inflict any wounds. This was sort of my solution to the fear that it becomes just a class that intentionally self-harms to get bonus damage. Do you continue clawing in hopes of a 2-point wound? Actually, you can stack that. Like now that you got +1, you're gonna have +1 to damage.
Right.
Well, actually, only if you're frenzied. But you might.
I am frenzied though. I should roll a D8 plus 4 for the duration of my frenzy. Nice. Okay. So my frenzy's gone down to 9 because I spent 1 round doing this, and I've moved. I wanted to run, right? So I need to do a strength check.
I think you can always run for 1 round, and then
you can jog, but if you want to run, you need to. Yeah. If you want to do 3x,
you can always jog 2x for a number of minutes equal to your con. There's just combat penalties associated with it.
Yep. And then if I wanted to do 3x, I could do 360 yards in a round, which would close. 240 rounds would be jogging. That's going to be 6. That's 720 feet. No, I'll just jog. Yeah. I don't need to run. So I'll just keep a good jog up, close 240 yards in a minute. It's pretty good.
Do you continue clawing and scraping at yourself?
No, I think the second round is the round that I'm going to close with them. And so I will...
The first round you did double, you did 240 yards.
Yeah.
The second round you move another 240.
The second round I'm going to move less than 240. I'll move 120 at a jog and then leap to the attack. Yeah, I think that's a charge in this situation.
Okay. All right, so there are two of them. One is standing, looking back towards the town. Another is crouched over, sort of looking at a small log. It wouldn't have been heavy enough to hold you up, but it was what you were investigating. He's crouched. Which guard do you target?
Oh, I want the crouched one near the log.
Yeah.
I want to leap onto his back with my jackal head up, my claws out, and I want to rip him to shreds. All right.
Make your ambush.
1d20 plus 3 for level, plus 2 for back attack. He's sitting or crouched, so plus 1 for him in that position.
You can get it, plus 1 for high ground or whatever you want to call it.
And you said he is surprised, actually, right?
He is surprised. So
okay, so that becomes a plus 2, actually. Yeah. All right.
He also won't be able to make use of the shield.
16.
That'll do it. Good thing you had all those bonuses.
2d4 plus 1 damage with my jackal bite. 6. I will grab him and
on him.
Crash back and forth.
He's a big boy. He's probably almost your size, maybe a little more fat than Halvar. Halvar's pretty lanky, huh?
Mm-hmm. Then I will bring in my own claw against him, my offhand attack. 1d20 plus, I guess it's the same thing, as I scratch at him. 1d2 plus 1, bringing my claws into his face and digging down.
What does your jackal form look like? Are you bipedal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Think of like one of those like leaning over hulking style were creatures, where maybe like from the waist up I'm disproportionately large and like sort of forward tilted, as if my the tiny lower body, the big upper body forward leaning and hulking and like heaving, heavy breathing.
Do you have hair growing on the rest of your body, or has your skin just merged with your head to give you this bite attack?
I think the cloak sort of merges with my shoulders and arms, but then like below the arms it sort of is still kind of cloaky and flowing. But on the head, shoulders, knees and toes, not really the knees and toes, it seems to like have been merged with the forearms.
All right. The guard cries in pain. His companion shouts, "Werewolf!" And we roll initiative for the next round. Oh, is that that was your claw attack? Okay, you still don't bring him down.
9 on the initiative.
You still go first. I don't think it's no longer surprise, no longer ambush. I think he's had time to turn to face you and pull up a shield.
All right. I will set upon him immediately. 1d20 plus. This is just a straight 3 for my bite. Natural 20. Oh, tell me how many dice to roll. How many dice?
Down.
44? 64?
Let me see what I've got noted here on how did I interpret handling loading crits. If you clear, you do not clear by 10.
Okay.
So it's just still just a single crit, roll double damage.
11 damage. I thrash him back and forth and rip his throat to shreds, for I am Halvar.
Yeah, so you pull his shield aside, sink your fangs into his throat, and feast on his blood.
I drink it up. And then I will turn to the next guy. That is not the right command, apparently. And I will throw a claw slash at his face.
All right, you stride across the clearing to the other hunter who's pulling up a bow, foolishly.
I crit him as well. I slash him across the face for 4 damage with my sharp fingernails, I guess. And then I through the haze of combat, I take a glance about to see if there are any other people besides this one. And so focused on my prey, I haven't noticed.
Check.
Can I even tell? Can I even focus on anything other than the hunt? No.
I don't think so.
No, I can't.
You don't see anyone immediately nearby. There's no one in this combat other than you. It's only you and your prey.
Perfect.
I can't recall in 2E, does shooting a ranged attack provoke OAs, or is it?
Yes, that's how we've always ruled it, but I don't think it's an actual rules as written.
Yeah, it's just there's just a vaguely some bit about if you expose yourself.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Ranged. Let me do a quick search and see if I don't think. I think he can. I'm gonna let him make his bow shot. 12 is not going to pierce your armor, correct?
It will not.
Enough dex. So you slash him. His bow shot goes wide. Oops. And I think given the circumstances, his morale does not hold. And he breaks and flees. Provoking an opportunity attack.
I will leap onto his back. 1d20. Whoops. 1d20 plus 3 plus 2. I will leap onto his back with a 21.
That's a hit.
And do
finish him.
8 points of damage as I sink my teeth.
Bring the fleeing hunter down.
All right. Drag him down by his neck. And in true jackal form, I don't let go with my teeth. Instead, I just drag him away from where he was headed, off into the bushes. Pop up.
Horns are, there's the sounds of alarm from within the town.
I will.
Shortly thereafter, by the ringing of bells. Ding, ding, ding.
I still have 8 rounds of frenzy left, or 7 rounds. This is my 3rd round of frenzy right here.
Yeah.
So I want to put my hands on whatever weapon this guy had. What weapon did he have?
They each have spears and actually spear, and then the hunter had a bow and presumably sidearms.
Did either of them have a short sword or a club or an axe?
No short swords. There is a dagger and a hand axe.
I will grab the hand axe and I will move towards the sound of horns, still trying to stay within the trees or within the bushes, hulking forward like a jackal, scratching at my leg to maintain my rage, my frenzy. So that was round 3. And I'm expecting them to come out, and I'm prepping for them. So I'll make an attack against myself. 18.
Are you using your axe or?
No, I'm scratching with my hand.
All right, so it'll be a D2 plus 1.
D2 plus 1, and I'm taking it. Ooh, that this damage isn't reduced by my jackal hide because it's self-inflicted.
Maybe it should be. I don't know. No. I'd forgotten about that. No, I don't think so.
It's not reduced?
Yeah, not reduced.
Yeah. All right, I have a plus 3 damage bonus now. That's 1 round of getting closer.
3 less HP.
Yeah. That's fine. I get a little bit closer to the town on this round, jogging through the underbrush. Looking for the point of egress near the city so I can lay in wait of my opponents.
point of egress. What do you mean by that?
The exit of the town?
Oh, yes.
Some sally port or a door. Or a...
Right. Ignore the map change for a second.
Need to rejoin its player anyway.
Oh.
Joined as DM. Oh, because we were trying to fix the stuff. Got it. All right. Ooh, I see a map. I see a fancy map. Ryan, did you make this fancy map?
I did not. McTacky did. I think he used some sort of like city map generator or something.
Well, he is a professional cartographer.
Is this true? Or
semi-true. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spout too many details about his real-world life publicly, but he's involved in maps and measures, I'll say. Oh yeah, he's a surveyor. There we go. He said it in chat, so it's okay to say it. He's a real-life cartographer.
And like a proper cartographer, the map scale is in meters.
Well, I see that. Oh yeah, look at that, 100 meters. Beautiful.
Yeah. I'll take credit for getting the scale approximately right.
Nice.
Excuse me. All right, Halvar, roll something to conceal your approach to the city.
I duck between trees. I happily wade through brambles and bushes that might be painful or difficult to move through, but they will give me better coverage from my enemy. So with that in consideration, can I make a con check to wade through the nasty undergrowth to keep a line of sight hidden?
The undergrowth is not that nasty. Make a dexterity check with advantage.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, but 27 is fine. So the trees, there's actually not a lot of trees, especially on this side of the river. So you find yourself sort of crouching and running through abandoned farmland. A field left to fallow. You run through sort of rotten cornfields, but there's enough cover from the corn stalks that you get low and conceal your approach. The city knows you're coming, but at least they can't see exactly where you're coming from.
Right. Well, I'm trying to. I heard the horns. I'm waiting for them to come out. So I will sit in a field where I've got or sit in a spot where I've got a view of. I guess I can't see the front gate. Front gate is blocked from
you've never been on that side of the city, but presumably there's a gate over there. Maybe I should restrict your vision.
Well, I can. Yeah, that might be nice. I can see that there's not a gate over here. So I will.
Do you not have? Why does your token never keep its vision? Why? Attributes and ability. Edit. How do I? Won't even let me edit Halvar. Roll 20, why you so glitchy? Pay good money for this shit?
Shit together, roll 20.
I'm refreshing. In the meantime, you can describe what you do for a few minutes.
I am sitting there, scratching at this one spot on my leg while I observe the wall through a sort of reddish haze. Frenzy.
Your frenzy is actually tinged yellow.
Yellow.
In its shadow form.
Perfect.
You can't see yourself in the mirror, but maybe your eyes are yellow as well. Are you still scratching at yourself, dealing damage?
That's the only way to maintain the frenzy, right?
I had. It may still be in the document. In an previous iteration of the class, it had been. See, how many meters is 60 feet? Let's say 20 meters. Let's do 10. There you go. Except no, you can't even see the walls of the city, can you?
No, I can't.
But I'll tell you they're there.
Okay. Well, then let me take a look at the document.
Except it's daylight, right?
Yeah, it is.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the frenzy rules. You said you had something in here that was new? Or...
No, nothing new. No, I was saying originally it was you needed to, or your free frenzy attack went off whether you took it or not. I'm not feeling super like enforcing that, but I'm open to your suggestions. Maybe in the middle of combat is not the time to make those changes, but
okay, yeah, let's save it for after combat somehow. Somewhere.
Okay, so do you want to keep attacking yourself, or
I would rather not take damage if I don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, we can forget about that. You can keep frenzying. Maybe it's the fact that you've turned into a eternally frenzying jackal.
I'm scratching myself, but the skin is absorbing the damage I'm dealing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Unless you want to make attack rolls against yourself, then you can. Yeah.
I got the +3 to damage. That's all I need. So I sit and wait for my remaining 6 minutes, hoping somebody comes out, hoping somebody comes near Halvar.
6 minutes pass, your heart thumping out of your chest. You're crouched in this ditch surrounded by moldy, rotten corn, and you scratch into your hand. You scratch into your skin, your hide, nearly wearing a hole through it, but not taking any damage. And eventually you calm down and you get your wits about you. Your normal vision kind of returns.
I guess as my vision returns, I realize that I'm way too close to these city walls. What am I gonna do? Take on the whole guard? And I will slink away from the cornfields, back up the river, back to that log that I was inspecting that they saw me at, I guess.
Okay.
And I will camp out for the day. You know, not at the log, far enough away from the log that they won't see me, that doesn't have direct line of sight to the walls. And I will wait for nightfall to play with my log.
Roll a perception check.
A 1d20 plus 13, 31.
Yeah. Whenever you chance a glance to the wall, you see watchers, guards standing atop the palisade. You did well. So initially it was probably like a half dozen or more onlookers, but as the day crawls on, it seems like they've just posted one to keep watch in your direction.
Oh.
You wait for darkness so that you have privacy to play with your log.
Yes.
And we'll leave chat to contemplate what that means over this break.
See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.